Alright, gang, so boom, bro. If you like me, bro, you've been watching this GTA 6 trailer over and over and over again, bro. Probably a good amount of times, just like myself, Brody. And you done found every little detail. You done had your ear to the streets, found out every little small detail, every little theory, then watched everybody else's video on it and each and everything like that, Dodie. But one thing that I have been curious about ever since this trailer dropped, and something that Rockstar themselves have actually came out and clarified on, is how much of this video trailer actually is gameplay, my nigga. And literally yesterday, Rockstar Games themselves on their official Twitter page came out and dropped a tweet basically saying that not only was this damn trailer captured entirely on a base PS5, it literally used an equal amount of cutscenes and gameplay. So in this video, gang, I want to go back, watch the trailer again, and I want to sit here and try to differentiate and decide what parts is gameplay, what parts is actual cutscene, buddy. So if y'all cool with that, man, make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and yeah, let's get into that shit again. All right, so boom, bro. Right here, this very first scene, the very first thing you see in the trailer itself, which is this big skyline of, like, I'm guessing one of the keys, the Leonardo keys that we getting. I actually think this gameplay. I actually think this is just a big out overframe shot or some gameplay. You got a bunch of NPCs kind of just boating around, doing whatever it is they doing, fishing or just sitting on the pier. You got the birds flying around. You got just the overall atmosphere of this. So the next part that I think is gameplay is this part right here. This part right here is a cutscene. But the moment he started walking out till about right there, I think that's gameplay right there. That's like official gameplay. Or this is the part that's leading into gameplay. So this may be like one of them little smooth transitions from cutscene to gameplay, and once he walk in the house and the door closed behind him or something like that, it'll go straight into gameplay, and then you can just control Jason and do whatever it is you need to go do, or maybe he'll go and put on a shirt, then he'll walk back out, then you'll go and go get the money from the tenants or whatever that he was talking about. I think all this right here is cutscene. I don't believe none of that. I don't believe this ride right here with him in it and the girl glazing some hi Jason. I think all of that could be cutscene, maybe. But at the same time, I wouldn't be shocked if this is gameplay, because again, if this is Jason driving to go to collect the money for dude, this is definitely gameplay. The only reason why I think it's cutscene is because of the simple fact that the girl herself was right here screaming. It was like, Jay, hi Jason, or whatever like that. I don't believe that it's a gameplay part because of that reasoning. But if it is gameplay and you can just drive around and girls will just catcall Jason or whatever like that, that would be pretty dope. But for me, I'm gonna go cutscene because I don't think that's just how it's gonna work. But it'd be cool if it did. Like if it is gameplay, that'd be fucking fire. Now this part right here where Jason go in and he slap this dude in the face and then he busts open this right here, I actually think this gameplay. I think the backhand slap and him going behind the counter and getting the money or breaking into the cash register, I think all this is gameplay. I think this is 1000% gameplay. I think we gonna be controlling Jason as we backhand the dude or punch him in the face or whatever like that, go behind the counter and then go get the money out for Brian or whatever like that so he can go get paid. I definitely think this is gameplay. Then after that, we've got this part right here, which is also gameplay in my opinion. This is like literally our first ever shot of some first person gameplay. He just in the car. The thing I like about this though is I think this is a newer version of first person. I don't think we ever got like this first person angle before. This could just be edited too, but I definitely think this right here is also just complete and utter gameplay right there, man. This is just the plane flying over, the NPCs reacting to the plane flying over and all that type of stuff. One thing I do like when he like drive, you can like see his thumb tapping on the steering wheel to the music and stuff like that. I actually think that that's pretty dope, bro. So yeah, I think this is gameplay as well. It's another gameplay moment that we got in the trailer, my G. Then right after that, you got this right here, which is him working out and just, getting eye goggled by these girls right here. I think this is gameplay as well. Like, I think Rockstar put a lot more gameplay elements into this. Everything just looks so cinematic and seamless to the point where you don't even realize that it is gameplay. And that's how crazy this game gonna be, bro. Like, this game is gonna be just that amazing. But I do think this is gameplay. I think we gonna be sitting there controlling the weights and all that type of stuff. And that's a good nod to just everybody want to know, like, yo, we'll be able to work out in this game. Yes, we will. I do think that the girls will stop and see you, or maybe a guy stop and see you lifting some weights, especially if you lifting like some impressive amount of weight. They gonna stop and I got you, kind of just like how it is in GTA 5. Y'all know how, like, in GTA 5, if we sitting in the car, we get a car, one of our cars sitting on the side of the roads, and the damn NPC will stop and look at it and take a picture of it. I think it's the same exact thing when it come down to my boy right here lifting these weights and these girls like stopping and looking, and you know what I'm saying, just like, oh snap, that's crazy, or you know what I'm saying, just looking at him because he a handsome guy or whatever like that. But yeah, I do think this gameplay as well. This right here, with him walking out of the store with the bottle and stuff like that, I actually do believe this is a cutscene. This could be gameplay, but I don't think that we will be buying 6 packs of beers and walking out of the store with a whole entire 6-pack in our hand. So for me personally, I'm gonna say this is a cutscene. This is just probably a beginning of a mission, or you know what I'm saying, we getting ready to go hang out with the homie Cal or something like that. We just got us a 6-pack of beer so we can go and kick flavor with dude right there. I don't personally think this is gameplay. I think this is a cutscene because, again, I don't think that we gonna be buying 6-pack of beers or buying snacks or buying chips or something in the damn store and then walking out with it. Now this part right here, I believe, and I really want to say I believe this part right here is a complete and utter gameplay sequence. This is just him driving down the street, just minding his business, looking at the road, and all this is just Rockstar edited footage to just make it look a lot more cinematic than what it is. I think as we driving down the street, we're going to be driving down the street seeing just random stuff going on, kind of like in Red Dead. You know how like in Red Dead when you're on your horse and you just see random events going on in the world, stuff that you ain't even got nothing to do with. You just see it on the side of the road. That's exactly what this is. So yes, this right here, in my opinion, I believe this is right here is another gameplay sequence that Rockstar just edited up and just made look good because they had to do it for the trailer. But yes, gameplay for shit show. This right here, I feel like this is also, maybe this is gameplay, but I'm gonna just say this is a cutscene because it just lead right up into my boy getting ready to go and see Lucia, and this is obviously a cutscene. This is obviously a cutscene. The last part is obviously a cutscene, and the part that's coming up, which is right here with him and Lucia kind of reuniting, her getting out of jail or whatever. All this is cutscene. This all right is cutscene in my opinion. Then next we got the shot of them rolling around in bed. That's a cutscene, obviously. This right here, actually, I'm mixed on this. I'm actually mixed on this. I personally believe this part right here is gameplay. I believe the part where she get the gun and she jump on top of the what's her name and she aiming the gun at the dudes is gameplay. But at the same time, I also don't know because I feel like this part right here with the 2 guys holding their hands up, he was sweating and stuff like that, I would believe that that's a cutscene. But I also want to say that all of that is gameplay. Like, all of this is gameplay. This whole entire sequence is gameplay, bro. From the moment she jump up to the moment that the homie Jason grabbed the dude and throw him on the ground, I think all of that is actual gameplay. And the reason why I think that because in Red Dead Redemption 2, there's a moment where you go in and you rob the Valentine's Bank and Arthur Morgan just go around manhandling the little bank manager dude to open the vault and all that type of stuff. And I think that's going to be pretty much the exact same vibe we're going to get in GTA 6 with this part right here. And I also believe that this is going to be a bank robbery or a bank heist that we're going to do with the homie Raul Batista. They didn't show him in the trailer, but I'm pretty sure he involved in this in some way, form, or fashion. We just don't see him with our eyes at all, bro. But he in this some way, bro. Of course, all this romantic stuff, rubbing and all that, all this stuff right here, all that's cutscene. They ain't gonna try to do the whole hot coffee thing and deal with that situation right there no more. This right here, also cutscene. This ain't nothing serious. This right here is also cutscene, just a bunch of cutscene stuff. I also believe this is a cutscene. Some people have been speculating that this is gameplay, but I think this is a cutscene because just of how it's presented. It just presents itself as a cutscene or whatever like that. Maybe this is like Lucia coming in and coming to come visit Jason at work, and boom, you see Brian. I think this is Brian going up into the plane. Cal right here helping them. They storing stuff and getting stuff together, or smuggling drugs or whatever it is they doing with this right here. That's what they got going on. But I believe this is a cutscene as well. This right here for show gameplay. 1,010 million% gameplay. Rockstar will have a boring mission in the game where we gonna have to fulfill our civic duty and do some damn trash cleaning on the side of the road as we on house arrest and on parole or whatever like that as Lucia. It's probably gonna be a couple of things we're gonna have to do. It may just not only be this right here. We may have to actually go out our way to do a couple of community service things, because if you sentence to something, I'm pretty sure they're gonna have more than one, unless they do something where they have one, Lucia be like, fuck this shit, cut that shit off, and then just go on the run and, you know, build up a criminal thing. But this right here is 1,000% gameplay for sure. Then we lead it into this. This is cutscene. That's a cutscene. All this right here is cutscene. Each and every last one of this is cutscene. Some people have been speculating that this walk up right here, her walking up to Jason and stuff like that, is gameplay. I don't think it's gameplay. I think it's a cutscene as well. I think all this sequence right here, her twirling, all this is cutscene. All this, them holding hands, cutscene. I think this is cutscene. Now, some people had said that them walking up, this could be gameplay, because we could be walking as Jason and we could just be interacting with Lucia, or we could, like, you know, just be walking and Lucia's doing all the moving and stuff herself, which I can see that. But I think it's cutscene because of just how it's structured or whatever. Like I said, again, Rockstar could have just edited it up and just put it together so it looks cinematic and shit. But I think it's cutscene. I think this right here is gameplay. We in Vice City. It's gonna be a lot of nightlife. We got a girlfriend. We're gonna be able to dance. They gonna take the page right out of the Battle of the Gay Tony and the GTA Online After Hours DLC. We're gonna be able to dance in the club. They probably gonna expand on it, make it a little bit better. We probably gonna have a bunch of different button commands for different dances. Probably gonna be able to, you know, dance, have different commands to dance with Lucia, dance by herself, all type of stuff. Now right here, all these dudes, these fellas, this is all cutscene. Her jumping out. Now that part right there was she kind of like landing. This part was she jumping out and she landing on her foot. This may be another one of them lead-ins into gameplay. Like once she land and she stand up, boom, gameplay. And then you can run around and get into a shootout or have to hide from the cops or do whatever it is you got to do. So I don't believe this is gameplay per se, but I think this is a lead-in right into gameplay. Like as soon as she land and she stand up, gameplay. You playing the game. Cutscene. Now some people themselves has said this right here is gameplay. I don't believe this is gameplay. I believe this is a cutscene. But the only reason I believe this is a cutscene is because these are the cops. Like, I don't see why we would have gameplay of the police if we not playing as nobody, unless somebody in this cutscene that we playing as is a cop, aka Jason. Yeah. So I don't think this is a damn gameplay segment. I think this is a cutscene. But if it is, then we know somebody the police. This is cutscene for sure. This is gameplay, 1,000%. This right here, him hanging out the car, shooting a Beretta out the damn car, hanging out with his chest out. Goddamn gameplay. This is 1,000% gameplay. I felt that this was gameplay the moment I seen it, bro. And that is incredible how good that sequence looked with him shooting out of this goddamn car, bro. Him actually like holding his body out, getting a good ass angle and busting a motherfucking blick right outside the car. Yeah, bro, that's beautiful. Now this with the girl, that's cutscene. This is also cutscene. That's gameplay. This part right here, where he threw the dude up against the car, I feel like this is gameplay. Meaning there will be some form of environmental attacks added to GTA 6 melee combat. I think this probably would be some of Rockstar's best melee combat that we ever get in probably any of their games ever. Probably since like what the Warriors or whatever. This would be some of the best melee combat that we will ever see. Another thing that I noticed in this cutscene too is right here with this car on, not cutscene, but this part of the trailer with this car back here on fire. This definitely like let me know to some extent that this is cutscene. Oh, not cutscene. I keep saying cutscene. That this is gameplay because of this right here. This right here has to be gameplay. And then leading into this right here. So 2 fight scenes, one with Jason, one with Lucia. Both of these are gameplay, if you ask me. Both of these gameplay. I knew for a shot of a doubt the moment I seen this, I even said this in my stream, that this right here was a gameplay moment. Right here, this is cutscene for sure. All this is cutscene. Now this part right here, probably my most favorite part of the trailer. I think everybody's favorite part of the trailer is this explosion. And if y'all want to know what I feel, this is 1000% gameplay. This is an actual in-game explosion that we get to see from Lucia with the grenade launcher and all that type of shit. And that shit there is just insane, bro. How good this explosion look in game. Like, that's an in-game explosion. We gonna make that happen and it's gonna look just that damn good. Yes, that's gameplay. Right here, cutscene, nothing special. Now this right here, I feel like this part when Lucia get tackled by this big buff ass lady, I think this is gameplay. I think this is some part where we supposed to be doing some type of mission or whatever like that, or we trying to sneak up on this plane, and as we get ready to sneak up on this plane, this girl see us or we get spotted and she attack us. I think this is 1000% gameplay. Then now we're gonna have to fight her off, maybe throw her ass overboard and she just fall into the depths of Vice City. That shit is crazy how good this look for this to be gameplay. This right here is also gameplay. Them driving with the safe, that's gameplay. Now this right here, this little romantic scene, of course, cutscene. This is cutscene. This is also gameplay. This is gameplay. This is just normal NPC activity that we gonna be seeing as we walking around the world. We gonna see dudes taking pictures, people posing, folks hanging outside of cars, just doing random stuff out here on Ocean Drive, just living their life and just, you know, being a bot. You feel me? They just gonna be doing a whole bunch of stuff to make the world feel all lived in and shit like that. So this right here, this is gameplay. It's not gameplay of our characters, but it's gameplay of just the world itself and how everything gonna like gel together and come to feel alive. Again, same thing with this up here. I definitely think this is gameplay. I think this is gameplay. This right here, I don't know if this right here is gameplay because of the angle. And because of the simple point of fact that this right here leads into Lucia coming in, throwing her keys down and laying on top of Jason. But I will say this. We all know that GTA got TVs in it and you can watch the TVs from different type of angles. You can get the full screen angle. You can get an angle kind of like this where you kind of like seeing it from kind of the player's point of view, the person point of view, aka Jason's point of view. And then you can see the bubbles and shit floating up right there. So I would say this right here is a cutscene because of the simple point of fact that Lucia walk in, throw the keys down, and then lay on top of Jason. But at the same time, this could be gameplay because this moment right here and this moment right here where she come in could actually be two totally separate things that don't got nothing to do with each other. Just because Phil or, you know, Phil Cassidy Jr. or whatever is promoting damn ammunition on the TV, that don't mean it's gonna lead straight into that. That's just the way it seems. So to be honest, I may go back to say that this is gameplay. This is actual gameplay that you actually get. And if it is, that's gonna be impressive because of the simple point of fact that when you actually let this play, it's a bird right here that's standing there and it flies away. That's actually fucking dope for that to be a gameplay thing to happen for no reason. Like, you don't even need that to happen. Like, there's no reason I should be able to watch TV and then I can look over in the corner of this damn window and see a bird walking off and flying the fuck off. That is insane, bro. But yeah, I think that actually might be gameplay, but this right here is for sure a cutscene. This right here with him in the buzzard flying over the Everglades, chasing this little floating fan boat thing. Gameplay. This is gameplay. This is gameplay. This right here, I believe is gameplay. I think when he jumped off the bike to jump onto this Liberty City 18-wheeler to go to get this, what I'm guessing is in Tempesta, I think that's also gameplay. Rockstar added a lot of gameplay moments in this trailer, bro, and they literally said that half of it is equal parts cutscene, equal parts gameplay, and I think they showed off a lot more gameplay than we expected, brother. So yeah, this is gameplay for sure, for sure. This right here, cutscene, of course. This right here is gameplay. That right there with them in the boat and she's shooting up at the police helicopter, that's gameplay as well. This is also gameplay. It's actually crazy how much gameplay stuff you put in that you notice once you really sit down and actually be like, what part is cutscene, what part is gameplay? They added a lot of gameplay to this damn trailer, gang. That right there, also a fucking gameplay moment. You can tell that this is a gameplay moment too, just by just the whole entire vibe. Just looking at it, you can be like gameplay. Like boom, you got this. That he jumped from. I'm guessing he jumped from that same bike that he was just on, that same dirt bike to the car, and you can kind of like look at Lucia's face and see her reaction. That's more so a gameplay moment than anything. But that shit is crazy because that shit look good, bro. But yeah, I think that whole entire part right there is all gameplay. Then you got Cal, which is of course cutscene, and then you got this part right here, which again I believe is gameplay. Again, they just edited it out, zoomed it out, and just brought this big ass ending of the trailer shot for a more cinematic, cinematic purpose or whatever like that. But yes, man, that's my feelings towards a lot of the trailer, bro. It is insane. Again, not only is this captured mostly on a base PS5, brother. Captured on a base PS5. That is insane. But also for them to have went out their way to add it, probably what I would say more cutscene or more gameplay than actual cutscene to this trailer should let us know, man, we are in for a doozy, bro. A lot of people I've been talking to in real life and stuff like that, they just saying like, man, I hope that the gameplay is what we see, or like they basically saying that they hope the gameplay is what they seen in the trailer without knowing that most of the trailer is fucking gameplay. Rockstar Games, again, phenomenal job. Can't wait for this game to come out. 2026 is going to be here before we know it, but it can't come fast enough at the exact same time. But yeah, man, y'all get down in the comment section, bro. Y'all let me know if I missed anything or what parts of the cutscene or what parts of the trailer y'all think is cutscene, what parts of the trailer y'all think is gameplay, and we can go down there and chop it up down there, man. Again, if y'all like this video, leave a like. And yeah, that's it for me, man. This is my last trailer 2 video that I'm going to make right here, so don't worry about it. This is literally the last one. I ain't got nothing else that I want to say about this trailer. I'm still going to be watching it. I'm still gonna be watching everybody else put their 2 cents on with this trailer. But yeah, that's it for me, man. Love each and every last one of y'all. Y'all be easy. Take care until we meet again. I'm gone. GTA 6, man. GTA 6.